If you're on Social Security or disability benefit, listen up. I have breaking news. I have the 2025 January Social Security payment schedule. When are you going to get your check in the mail or in your bank account? I have all the details. Here are some highlights. There is a second check coming for some Social Security recipients in January. I'm going to give you the details about that. And then, as you may have heard, there's a $1,400 stimulus check that has been approved. The IRS has announced that they are mailing the check soon. I'm going to give you all the details because this has been all over the internet, and a lot of you have sent me emails and questions about whether this is real. So I did the research, and it is real. I'm going to tell you who is eligible for this specific stimulus check. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because all we do is bring you the latest news and updates on Social Security, disability, food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, and any personal finance news that may help seniors save money, whether it's financial assistance or discounts. We bring it all to you. So let's get started. So checks up to $5,108 are heading out to seniors for Social Security, and I'm going to tell you more about that. Now, the $5,108 is the maximum benefit. It means that you have contributed the maximum to the system, and that's what you qualify for. Now, this is an increase from 2024, and I'll tell you more about that. Now, the biggest thing you need to know is that the maximum check goes to those who have waited until age 70 to claim benefits, and that is an increase from the previous year. It should actually say $5,108. That's a mistake I made. The maximum benefit at full retirement age will increase from $3,822 to $4,018 in 2025. Now, the full retirement age at age 67 for those who are born in 1960 or after. Now, the early retirement option is there for you to take Social Security early, but if you do that, the maximum benefit you can get is $2,710 monthly. And of course, what is the average? Well, the average Social Security benefit as of November 2024 was $1,925. So basically, the longer you wait, the more benefit you will get. Obviously, how much you get in Social Security benefits depends on how much you've contributed into the system, how long you contributed into the system, and how early or late you're retiring. So those are the factors that determine how much you're going to get. And of course, the full retirement age is important because it is the age at which, if you retire, you get all the benefits that you are entitled to. If you retire before that, you get less benefit. And not only that, if you work while you retire early and you reach a certain level threshold, Social Security benefits are going to be reduced. So that is also another factor that goes into why it pays to wait. Now, let's talk about the payment schedule. As you may know, if you're on SSDI or SSI, your payments are in a particular order. So if you're on Social Security retirement and SSDI, you are paid based on your birthday. If your birthday is between the 1st and the 10th, you get your benefits on the second Wednesday. If your birthday is between the 11th and the 20th, you get your benefits on the third Wednesday. And if your birthday is between the 21st and the end of the month, your benefits are paid on the fourth Wednesday. If you're on SSI, you get your benefits on the first of the month, unless the first is a holiday or a weekend. And there are a whole category of people that get benefits on the third, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. So, January 2025, what is the Social Security payment schedule? Well, if you were born between the 1st and the 10th, you get your benefits on Wednesday, January the 8th. If you're born between the 11th and the 20th, you get your benefits on the third Wednesday, which is January the 15th. And if you're born between the 21st and the end of the month, your benefits are paid on January the 22nd. For SSI recipients, you're going to get your benefits early, Tuesday, December the 31st, because January the 1st is New Year's Day and it's a holiday. And so you get the benefits the weekday before, which is Tuesday, December the 31st. Now, as I mentioned, there's a whole category of people that get their benefits on the 3rd. If you live outside the U.S., if you receive both SSI and Social Security, if your state pays for your Medicare premiums, And if you file for Social Security before 1997, you get your benefits on Friday, January the 3rd. Since that is a weekday and it's not a holiday or a weekend, your benefits are going to come on time. Finally, I told you there's going to be a second check. Well, if you're on supplemental security income, then you are going to get another check in January on January the 31st, Friday. Why? Because your February check, which was supposed to come on February 1st, that day falls on a weekend, Saturday. And so you are paid the weekday before, which is Friday, January the 31st. Now, if you don't get your Social Security benefits, you need to wait 3 additional days. That is a recommendation from the Social Security Administration before you call them. After 3 days, if your money hasn't appeared on your bank account, if your check hasn't arrived, then call 1-800-772-1213, or you can visit your local Social Security office, or you can go online if you have a My Social Security account and check what is exactly going on with your payment. It may be due to a cancellation of your benefits or an overpayment situation that is causing them to withhold your Social Security benefit until that overpayment is all paid in full. So it's a serious matter. You need to pay attention to it. Now, I have breaking news. As I mentioned, the stimulus checks and the IRS is sending out payments of up to $1,400 to select taxpayers. Let's talk about it. If you like what you hear so far, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We appreciate your support. So the New York Times is starting this with this news story, this breaking news. IRS to send out unclaimed tax credit to 1 million taxpayers. Some Americans who qualified for the pandemic era tax credit but did not claim it are going to get the check sent to them by the IRS. So this is a big deal. So let me explain more about it. Here's another one from ABC News. 1 million Americans to receive checks from the IRS. How to know if you're eligible. I am going to tell you if you're eligible or not. This is from CNBC. The IRS is sending up to 1,400 to 1 million Americans how to know if you qualify. And this is from a local news station. IRS sending payments of up to 1,400 to 1 million people. So the news is pretty universal. It's pretty clear. What is this about? Well, the IRS has announced that $2.4 billion stimulus payment program targeting 1 million Americans who missed their previous pandemic payments. The money will be automatically deposited into the bank account starting in January 2025, and recipients do not have to do anything. This initiative is specifically designed to catch up to those who missed their stimulus payments, particularly focused on the $600 first stimulus check in 2020 and 1,400 rounds from 2020 to 2021. The payment distribution will be automatic based on IRS data. They will identify those who missed their payments and send them to you directly. So there's nothing you have to do to claim this. It will come to you directly from the IRS. So who gets this payment? Well, the IRS is conducting a comprehensive review of their internal data to find people who are eligible but never received their full stimulus payment during the pandemic. Target recipients are those who didn't file tax returns but were eligible for the recovery rebate credit in 2021. Many may have not known that they qualified. Each eligible person can receive up to $1,400, which is the amount of the third stimulus payment authorized under the American Rescue Plan. Recipients will either get direct deposit if the IRS has their banking information, or paper checks mailed to their last known address. What do you need to do? For 1,400 stimulus, simply wait. The IRS handles everything automatically. They will send you the payment. Monitor your bank account in January 2025 if you're expecting payment. And if you use payment apps for business starting, you need to start tracking that, because there's a whole group of rules that are coming that may affect businesses. Let's talk about New York. New York is sending out stimulus checks. And this is fresh breaking news, New Yorkers could get inflation relief checks next year, according to the governor. So what is this about? Well, the governor has announced this ambitious plan during a press conference recently. Each single taxpayer making up to $150,000 will get $300, and if you're a joint filer up to $300,000, you get $500. The program will be funded by excess sales tax revenue that they've collected due to high inflation. So it's the government, the state of New York, returning money that they got because of increased inflation and increased cost of living. They got more sales tax revenue than they expected, and they are returning some of it back to their constituents, which I think is a brilliant idea. And I think every state should be doing this. There's more state stimulus. Alaska is sending the unique payment fund dividend of $1,312 before Christmas, so you should have received it. Mesa County, Colorado is sending a $100 refund to some of its citizens. California continues to support low-income residents with $725 payment to help offset inflation and cost of living. And more states are following. So I'll be looking at this, monitoring it, and keeping you updated. So California is going to send a $725 stimulus payment very soon. And I told you about what is happening in Alaska, and this is Colorado. So what does this all mean? It means that stimulus payments are coming soon. Alaska, December 2024. Colorado, December 2024. The IRS is sending payment in January 2025. New York is sending payment in 2025. And all of this is going into effect starting January 1st. So there's a lot that is happening in the stimulus space. I am going to pay attention to this and keep you posted on everything that has to do with Social Security, stimulus payments, financial assistance, and more. So what do you think about these stimulus payments that are going out? Did you miss your payment earlier, and are you getting ready for this particular stimulus? And what do you think about California, New York, and Colorado offering some stimulus? Should your city, should your county, or in particular, should your state get ready to offer some stimulus so that it can help the citizens offset rising inflation? Let me know your comments below. Let me know if you are expecting this stimulus check, and let me know if you think your state should also issue a stimulus like New York and California to help low-income households offset this rising cost of living that has crushed so many people. Let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and until I see you in the next video, thank you for watching.